Bonjour, guten Tag, and welcome to Transitions with Barbara. Today's guest is the fantastic Coach Vuyanzi, and I can't wait to chat with her. I have to start off with the fact that she's going to Cameroon very soon, and she has been chatting with me in French, and she sounds amazing. Bonjour, Coach Vuyanzi.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Vuyanzi, Coach Vuyanzi. Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci. Et vous?
Ça va bien, ça va bien.
Bravo, super. Very well done. You see how excellent she is? I can't wait to do more French with her because she is fantastic.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. As you know, this show is all about transitions. Where do you come from? Who and what made you who you are and brought you to the final vision and mission that you are doing now, your big why. So, who is Coach Vuyanzi?
Oh my goodness. It's so apropos that this would happen the way it's happening today, Barbara, because I've been having these conversations of transition. So who am I? I am Vuyanzi. Even though it is a name that I adopted it was given to me a few years ago and I adopted it a couple of years ago, it still encapsulates who I am. And the name means love. It's a Kenyan name out of the tribe called the Luya tribe, and it means love or happiness. So these are two things that I embody. I am a person who has been known to be, let's say, a love bug and very sensitive feeling person since I was a child. I'm happy because I didn't have that disposition, and I've had it all my life where people are like, "You're never sad, are you?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, sometimes I am because I'm human." But it's my disposition in terms of I have a propensity to be happy more so than not. And I am a mom to three grown children, and right now I am a coach. I am a transformational public speaking coach, a certified life executive and career coach, and I help high profile women to overcome their fear of public speaking and overcome their struggles, really, so that they can find their voice, speak with confidence and clarity, and show up in power and purpose. That is who I am, Coach Vuyanzi.
That's fantastic. But did I hear you correctly? Did you say three grown children? You look way too young. What's the secret? How do you have grown children already? It must be the happiness that keeps you young.
Yes. In fact, my daughter just reminded me yesterday. She's like, I was like, "Oh, I'm more like rich auntie." She's like, "You're about to be a grandmother in probably like a year. So just calm down with that rich auntie stuff." Thanks a lot, kid.
Perfectly. Yes, that's excellent. Yeah. I know young grandmothers who then say, I'm not the grandmother, that's my G baby, and I'm G mom.
They have all these cute names.
Yes.
GTG, yes, yeah. I've already decided. When she got married, I made a decision.
Mhm.
My grandma name will be Shosho because
Oh,
it's kind of a double play on words. It's Shosho in Kenya. It's
yes.
that's from Kikuyu, and it
Mhm.
means grandmother. However, Shosho, I'm totally showy, so it matches.
This is so perfect. I love it. A showy grandma and your roots. This is excellent. That fits you to the teeth.
So it's gonna be Shosho for me. Shosho for me.
Yes, I love that totally. This is so wonderful. And so your way from Kenya to America, how did this happen?
Well, right now it's a detour.
Okay.
Kenya is I went from home was America all my life, and
Yeah.
then I went to Kenya. I'm just back here, take care of some things. I think I'm going to stay another month or two, and then that's when I'll go to Cameroon, because also this part of this I'm happy by myself with myself. However, there is another level of happiness, probably since the last time we spoke. I'm not sure, but that is that there's a Bay in the picture. Hence why I'm going to Cameroon to spend some time with him, and then Bay and I will go to Kenya. So you're seeing
Oh,
a lot of
beautiful.
glowing, extra glow.
Yes, no, I remember well that there was a reason to speak French, but I was so impressed that you started so quickly to make this happen, because I think this is really love. What better reason to learn a language but love,
Oh my
And
God.
French
Oh,
is the language of love. So I'm like, oh my God, you're like the perfect client and person. If you want to show you love me, learn my language, even if it's just a few sentences. And you
wow.
speak
Wow.
well,
I love how you're breaking it down, Barbara. That sounds amazing. That sounds so great. So so eloquently put. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes, I really believe so, because I mean, you meet family and it's just touching. That was really the reason why I learned languages, because my father is from Nigeria, and I thought if I learn English and French, I can speak basically with everybody from Africa. And so far, so good. Wherever I go, I have friends from Africa, and I love the African accent. It makes French even super cute.
Oh. Oh, come to Cameroon too. Come vacation.
Yes, I want to come too. Next time I'm definitely there. Yes. And we're neighbors. It's right next to Nigeria.
Yes, yes.
That is good.
Actually, I think that Bay and I have to make a trip to Nigeria because I have a cousin who married a wonderful Nigerian man. So I have a cousin by marriage in
Nice.
Nigeria now.
This is perfect. So we definitely have to take a trip together and
Yes.
show off our French.
Exactly, exactly,
This is
exactly.
going to be fantastic. Yes.
Ugh,
And your story is so amazing.
mm.
From America, rediscovering your roots with a new French African angle out of love, whom you take back to Kenya. This is like such an amazing story. I totally love it. Talking about transitions beyond the business. Oh my goodness, I love it.
You need to write a book about a story of my story because the way you make it sound, I have never heard it sound so romantic and so beautiful ever. Like when I talk about it, it's just so matter of fact. Just what you said, I didn't even realize you were talking about my life. Like, wow, that's romantic. Who is that?
That's
Oh, she's talking
cute.
about me.
Yes, but it totally is. It
Wow.
really is. I
Wow.
mean, and you glow, and I mean, this is going to be so exciting. I can't wait to hear everything that you experience. And
Wow.
are you a foodie like myself? Do you like to try everything as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was in. So East African food, the way East Africans cook is different from the way West Africans cook, right?
Yes.
And
Mhm.
West Africans seem to cook with a lot of more spice and stuff in it. And so when we were still in Kenya, uh, and we'll just keep his name at Bay today, so we know who I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Okay.
Bay was making food, and there was this base. Now I'm gonna say it, and it sounds simple, but the way he made it with everything was good. So there was always tomatoes, red
Yes.
onions,
Yes.
ginger, tomatoes, red onions, and ginger and garlic.
Yes.
And the way he like crush the ginger, crush
Yes.
the garlic, and make it all together, and then the tomatoes were cooking until that tang is gone, and all the those flavors come together, and then they're like on the meat, whatever meat it was. So whether it was chicken, whether it was beef, it didn't matter. And it's so good. And then learning how to use the crayfish in as a seasoning, as
Yes.
well as the cow skin, which I was like, cow skin. I've learned so much. Okra soup. I cannot wait. I can't like Barbara, you it gets me so
Oh
excited.
my God, this is fantastic.
I
That,
can't wait to
that
start eating.
literally shows that we are neighbors, like your Bay and my dad and family, because this is such a common thing. The base that you described is exactly like we have it in Nigeria. It's like the dish for everybody. Like even when I was studying in Germany, I had Nigerian friends, and I always thought it was so cool that even men knew how to cook. You know, they
Yes.
always had a pot on the oven, and when you would open the door, you would smell the food, tomato, onion, garlic, you know,
Ah,
bit of potatoes with it probably, and it is
yes.
so good, isn't it? So I was like, they are true neighbors. This is like amazing goodness.
I am, and with the palm oil, sorry, and
Yeah,
not just with any cooking oil, but
yeah,
specifically with the palm oil. And that was my
yes,
first introduction to palm oil.
yes,
So, am I a foodie? I think you can tell the answer is yes. And
yes,
I cannot wait to get to Cameroon, where all that fish too is
yes.
fresh fish.
So
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
oh, this is fantastic. Oh my God, yes. And I mean, they always say love goes through the stomach, and I just love the loving, embracing culture, you know, that there's
Mm,
always a pot on the table. That's something that you don't find in every culture, you know. And it's
mm,
like, you know,
yeah.
just spontaneously, there's just always this pot, you
Mm,
know.
mm, mm,
It
mm.
always smells like food no matter what time. Like, yeah, I want to both. That's like my kind of life, you know, and
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah, oh my gosh, like, you don't know, I'm right now, I'm just feeling so nostalgic and just I
Yeah,
cannot wait. I mean, listen, I have things to finish here in America, but when I
yeah,
go,
yeah.
I'm going on an empty stomach.
That's a smart idea. Oh my God, this is amazing. And then are you planning to stay in Kenya or go back to America? What is the plan?
Um, America, let's put it this way. Of course, it
Yes,
is the place of my birth, is the place of multiple generations of my family.
yes.
However, it is no longer like home anymore.
Ah,
This is where I would come to see my loved ones, right? Because
yes,
I have no family members like by blood, of course, that I know by blood that
yes,
live in on the continent of Africa at all.
yes,
So this is always somewhat home, but
yes.
Kenya's going to be home base, and I love
Beautiful.
Kenya. I love Kenya so much. So
Yeah.
we'll be returning there eventually, getting some things aligned so that it's just going to be wonderful when I get back there.
Wow. Just know, and everybody will hear it live. I will come and visit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I tell you something. For you, it's not so far off, right? Because your dad's Nigerian.
Yes,
However, so many African Americans
yes,
said that they've wanted to go somewhere in Africa. They just say it like that. I want to go somewhere in Africa, but
yeah,
because maybe they didn't know anyone,
yes,
they haven't. But I
yes,
am hoping now because they're like, "Oh, you're there. Maybe I can come." I'm
yes,
hoping now, like
exactly.
it's like an open door for people. Maybe I can be like a bridge, right? For people to come at least to East Africa, experience it. And then of course, there's Nigeria, there's Ghana. A lot of African Americans are going to Ghana
Yes,
right now. So
yes,
there's so many things to experience. So
yeah.
please come, Barbara. Please
Yes,
come.
I'd love to. This is
Bienvenue.
fantastic. Bienvenue. Merci beaucoup. Je serai là. Oui. No, and I want to go to a safari forever too. You know, and Kenya,
Yes.
whenever I watch movies of Kenya, it's just like extra beautiful.
Yes. I've been on a
Even though
couple.
I'm
So
Nigerian, I have to say this landscape, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So you come and we'll go. I've been on two, and there's so many other parks that are there. And in
Yes,
fact, what was pretty cool one time, I took the train from Nairobi to the coast, which is about a 5-hour ride, and you
yes,
go through a national park.
yes,
So you actually saw some animals going through, and I think they could tell I wasn't a Kenyan because I was the only one with my face pressed up against the window, like, does anyone see all these animals?
exactly. It's so funny, right? You're home and then you're a tourist at the same time, but like the love inside is just there. Like, I don't know. This is so fascinating.
Yes.
But your Bay is really originally from Cameroon. So he didn't grow up in America.
No, he's never even been to America before.
Oh,
My
amazing.
dad was like, "Are you going to bring him here?" But I'm going to go there. But eventually, he'll come here. But no, he lived in Russia for a long time. So
Wow.
he grew up in Cameroon,
Yes,
lived in Russia for a long time. He was
yes,
in Kenya for a couple of years. He's
yes,
back in Cameroon. We're both doing our own things at home base, and
yes.
then I'll go there and we'll meet up.
Excellent. And thanks to Zoom, we can have traditional coffee chats in French on a regular basis. Wherever you go, I follow. This is going to be so wonderful, I mean, because it has a purpose, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I want to know it because I have a reason, and
Yes.
like, this is so beautiful. I always feel like that should be the goal, like something I want to discover my roots. I am in love with somebody. It's
Yeah.
my passion to go to Paris. And even if it's a few sentences, you just touch
Mm.
people. You touched me when you chatted with me. I was, oh my God, this is so nice, so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. And just in general, right? Learning something new, like for the 40 plus crowd. Because
Yes.
sometimes, you can get into those routines, right? And even I help people in their transitions, and even for me to do this, because for I've been saying for a while, I need to learn French. I need to learn French. And
Yes.
finally, I was just like, I have to commit to doing this. Let me
Yes.
tell you, I'm loving it, Barbara. I am loving it, loving it. Like, I may not speak too well, but even the process of learning something completely new for me.
Yes.
And it's like already there's some stuff that was there because I knew a little bit of Spanish from back in the
Yes.
day, and just starting to put all like language together. And
Yes.
I'm just like, what a beautiful experience to learn
Yes.
something totally new.
I totally agree, right? And I feel like it's like your secret superpower, like you go places and people don't even know, and all of a sudden you start speaking and they turn their heads. Look at her. Didn't she say she's American? Oui, mais je parle français un petit peu, mais je parle quand même, right? But I still speak a little, and that's awesome. And you probably understand a lot more also, right? Because of
Yeah,
listening
when
to
I'm
you.
hearing some words. So I need to get, maybe you
Yes,
can recommend afterwards some French shows that I should look up on YouTube,
yes,
just to be
yes,
watching and just
yes,
listening, listening, listening.
yes. Only until you attend my super classes one-on-one. Just on the
I will
way.
come. I will come.
Yes, I will love to. I have also some fantastic applications that I want to share with you that are really fun. Like, my students love them, and it helps you to add vocab quickly and hear different native speakers. So that will be fantastic also. This is so
Yay.
cool. Yes. I am so excited. And that's what I loved about it, because there are so many different languages in Africa. Like with French, you could still cover 50%, and with English, the other 50%, kind of,
Yes.
because it is almost impossible to learn all the dialects and specific languages.
Right.
But this way, you're united. You stand in Paris and speak in French, or like they say, causer. Have you heard that, causer, for to speak? And it sounds so cozy.
No.
They say causer, tu veux causer un petit peu? Would you like to chat a bit?
Oh, I love it. Oh,
Yes, and my friends from Cote d'Ivoire told me that, and I was like, oh,
oh.
it's like those, those cute things, and the dances, le zouk, and food. And the
Yeah.
colors and the clothing. It's just
Mm.
everything. It is like,
Yeah.
comes with a whole package adventure, doesn't it? Like
Yes.
everything. And that's what I like about it too. I want it to be lots of fun, Like,
Yeah.
I feel, how can you learn a language without food, without culture, without all the extra stuff, experience?
Mm.
Like you said, movies also, I think it's such a good idea. Like, I often watch movies not even for the story, but for the journey, Like,
Wow.
if it says international, I watch anything, There's a race somewhere in Paris. I just watched to see a glimpse of Paris because I
Oh,
studied there, because it takes
ah,
you there. I say, oh my God, it's so cute.
ah, 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 ah. You're making my heart so warm and happy, Barbara. You're making it very warm and very happy right now. Very
Oh,
happy.
I am so happy to chat with you today. And I mean, your name, the name that you gave yourself is so befitting because you're always a ray of sunshine. You're always
Thank
positive.
you.
I love watching your posts. I'm like, really,
Thank you.
you are such an amazing lady, like really inspiring and
Oh, thank you.
energetic. And as we see here, fearless, you're like, you can be about over 40 and just do it. Yes, we proudly, we don't even hide our age, I said proudly that I had the big 5-0 because that's wisdom. That's a good thing, isn't it? We've been places, we've learned things. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's funny because like I have I have gray hairs coming in,
Yes.
and I had dyed it, but I didn't like how it became so brittle after I dyed it. So I was like,
Yeah.
I told my sister, who's 12 years older than me, I said,
Yes.
listen, I'm the youngest of all girls anyway,
Yeah.
and I said to her, I said, I see all you guys, not a
Yeah.
single one of you have one strand of gray hair. I know what's
Yeah.
going on here. I
Yeah.
know what's going on. I
And
said,
the baby, something is wrong. Same gene pod, right?
but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go gray. I said, just let
Yeah.
it come in
Yeah.
because I don't like how my hair felt after I dyed
Right.
it because it just anyway, it stripped it whatever it did.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys can all be older. I know I'm younger than all of you, and you guys can all keep dyeing your hair.
Exactly. I can totally relate. This is really, sometimes it seems just the hairstyle changes how much gray you can see, right? You make the fun, it's black, you open it, you see the gray strand. Well, today is Truth Day, right?
Oh yes, 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 yes.
I think
And
that
mine
is,
are saying hello right in the front. It's like, okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. It's just
But
gonna
I
be what it
really
is.
feel, we've earned it. It's wisdom.
Yes,
We've been places, we've done things. You've raised 3 kids. I mean, you are
yes.
an amazing coach. You went to TEDx already, and I'm full of admiration. And your TEDx talk is fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah.
Yes. And
Uh,
tell us a bit more about what my listeners, my audience can learn when they join your programs, because of
uh,
course we need to know that too.
absolutely. They can when they join my programs, number one, they can think of it this way, that you're joining to find your voice. When you coach with me, you're joining to find your voice, right? So while I am, of course, a transformational public speaking coach, I'm
Yeah.
helping those people who may not be interested in speaking to find their voice figuratively in terms of where they are in their life.
Yeah.
So many women come to me and they say, as they work with me, they get to show up in their power. So
Yeah.
you may be able to define your superpower, and sometimes you can't, but you
Yeah.
want to operate in power and purpose. So
Yeah.
they leave being able to identify what have been those obstacles that have
Yeah.
stood in the way. They get to overcome those obstacles and take away strategies to learn how to continually overcome them. Sorry, that's my alarm telling me I have to go soon. Getting strategies to overcome them. I'm
Yeah.
also a certified law of attraction coach. So
Yeah.
even showing these women strategies for
Mhm.
how to attract the results that they want in their life. Sometimes it's social impact.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's sales because we have to make a living.
Yeah.
And it could be something else. It could be relationally, really finding. I don't like to use the word balance, but finding alignment in their
Yeah.
relationships. All of
Yes.
these,
Yeah.
all of the women grow and they walk with their backs a little bit more erect and speaking with a little bit more confidence
Yeah.
because they have now that confidence and clarity. So when someone works with me, they're
Yeah.
going to be able to receive all of those things, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's in a group. And also, I just want to say, Barbara, too, I have a YouTube show called the Find Your Voice Show, and that
Mhm.
is really specifically for Black women leaders
Yeah.
to help them find their voice.
Fantastic. I have to put it in the information when we with the podcast, because it is fascinating and so important. And since you're so radiant, I can just see a radiant tribe around you. Like you build those women, and you are like when I met you the first time, I just felt close to you, like friends.
Mm,
Like it was just like, oh, she sees me. Before you even get into deeper work, it's like,
mm,
you
mm.
know so
Yeah,
fantastic.
thank
You're so
you.
real and authentic, and that's what makes it like really lovely. Yes,
Mm,
so yes, we have to share that group, absolutely. Yes, it is so important. And then there's the specific group of us women of color,
yeah,
that come
absolutely.
in all shades with lots of stories, and those
Yes.
stories are so unique. And I agree, before you even, or if you never hit the stage, you need your voice,
Yeah. Yeah.
because there's a reason why they say, right, if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. Who
Yeah.
are you? You know, that's why with mine
Yeah.
it's too. Who are you? You know, people often get introduced by their bio, right? This
Yeah.
is da, 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 but I always want to know, but who are you? Who do you think you are? You know, how do you see yourself? That's totally
Exactly.
different, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so intense, and I love that so much. And you've described it and you show it so lovingly. I know the next appointment is coming up for you, although I'm sad. I know we'll meet again. Beautiful lady, beautiful queen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Barbara. I hate to run, but it's
No,
actually
I
starting right
totally
now.
understand. I let
Thank
you
you
know
so
it
much for
was
this
a pleasure.
opportunity. Thank
It
you
was
so
my
much. You're
pleasure.
amazing. You are radiant. You shine. I see
You.
you, and I honor you and everything that you do. And we'll have some more conversations in French.
Yes, absolument. Au revoir, à
Au
bientôt.
revoir. Merci.